welcome to DogStar.
Each week we sit down with a star of rap and R&B, and this week we have the pleasure of sitting down with Twain.
Hey. How you doing, my friend?
Mayor.
Yes, the
Doing
Midwest,
well.
Mr. Mayor. Mr. Midwest Mayor.
Doing well. That's the first. I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Good. Feeling lucky to have you in. Long time coming.
For sure.
Yeah, we really appreciate you joining us here on DogStar. We have sat down with you earlier on in your career on our previous program, Sundogs Present Local Vibes. But it's a whole new era. It's a whole new chapter. It's a whole new season.
Yes, sir.
We're
Yes,
glad
sir.
to have you.
Thank you for having me today. And I had a good time on Local Vibes. So it's cool to come to the next iteration of what
Yeah,
y'all
the
got
last
going on.
time
I love this.
Last time we had you on Local Vibes, you were about to drop Midwest Mayor,
Yes.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
But let's get at least the DogStar viewers caught up with the intro story. So born and raised in
Born in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago.
Yep. And raised in Joliet, Illinois.
Okay.
So, which is about half an hour southwest of Chicago. Moved there when I was one. We followed my grandma out there. So yeah.
And then how'd you get into music? Was your grandma part of that journey?
Oh,
or-
no. My grandma was a florist. Rest in power to her. No, and that's why we followed her too, because she was expanding her floral business. But
Wow.
no, I was just a fan of music growing up. Like growing up in Chicagoland, listening to 107.5 FM WGCI. The music would be so good, and that's what we did. We rode in the car, listening to music. Had the little box in my bedroom, listening to music when I was like 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
And the music in the 90s was so good. So, but I had no designs on being a musician myself.
Really?
Then the late 90s came around in high school, and hip hop really started to rise. And then, we in the mid 90s, we had like Death Row, Bad Boy, and all the other good music, LL, Outkast, you name it. So, but Biggie is who really stuck out to me. I got a shirt on today. I kind of wore it in tribute a little bit, but he's the reason why I started making music. Cause like when I was, I wound up moving back to Chicago a couple times, but I was living in Chicago, and all my friends on my block, when I was 14, they used to get together and freestyle and stuff.
Okay.
And right before Big's Life After Death album came out, a little bit after he passed away, somebody had like a leaked copy, or one of the songs at least. So
Right.
they was freestyling over the stuff, and they asked me to join. I'm like, I don't rap. I've never done this before. So long story less long, that kind of was the bug. And then Life After Death came out after that, and I kind of just kept going. And yeah, and I always loved Big since like 94 when he first came out. But that was like the catalyst. And then the momentum kept going, and music kept inspiring me. And I was like, okay, I think I want to do this. And then I kept working on it, writing rhymes and learning how to write raps.
Still in high school era?
It's still high school.
Okay.
But I've told this story countless times. I don't know if I ever told this platform though, but like I would write at home and I wouldn't rap in the lunchroom at school. Everybody was rapping in the lunchroom at school, but I wouldn't. I didn't think I was good enough yet.
Oh, no.
So I would just do it at home. And after high school is when I felt like, okay, I'm ready. Like I'm actually good now.
Whoa.
And then it was just kind of like coming outside telling people, oh yeah, I rap now.
Nice.
So
And was that in college or was that?
it was actually in
after college?
between.
Okay.
My first song was done on a break from college. I went to Jackson State in Mississippi, and I came home to Joliet on like a winter break. And I had already started like begging people like, hey, can I come to the studio? I rap now. And don't nobody know me as a rapper.
Yeah.
They just kind of know me from like my crew. We just like a bunch of pretty boys, dressed nice, dressed fly.
Polo kids.
Yeah, I was, because everybody had their own brand in the group. That's a whole other story. But I was the one that wore the polo. So yeah, I wasn't known for music at all. So I'm just cold asking people, hey, can I come to the studio? And it's people in the city that's known for rapping that's nice, I'm not known for any of that. So finally, one of the guys gave me a chance and mentored me a little bit and got me going. And on that winter break home from school, he let me make a song. And then, like, we started a record label based off that. Like, my other homeboy, he was an investor. He's like, hey, well, if he got the studio and the beats and you rap, there's her producer and I got an artist and I got the money and then I want to sing.
Yeah.
That's a label right there.
Whoa.
So that's kind of...
That's huge.
Yeah, that's how everything got started for me.
Is this early 2000s?
It's 2002.
Okay.
And I know we've asked you in a previous interview, but maybe this reminiscing shook something loose. Was it Twain from the get go?
Oh yeah, because my older brother, my name's Antoine, so he would always call me Twain, like the joking kid, like joke around with me. Yeah, just to tease me. And fast forward to when I was a teenager. And I started rapping. I had to pick a stage name, and I just roll with Twain. But I was only like writing at home, and then I was on hip hop message boards in the late 90s on the internet. So that's another reason why I got so good, because all the MCs from around the world were incredible. And we all on there together, like typing our lyrics and stuff. And this is like 99. Yeah, man, I've been in this a minute. So that kind of fast tracked me to getting really good though, because like if you were garbage, you would like around those guys, and like it's all anonymous. We just screen names. We don't know.
So
what was your
if you uploaded a picture of yourself.
Do you remember your screen name?
Oh my God, we ain't gonna do all that.
No.
I'm giving you a lot of.
But you've seen like the rise of digital.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, and I guess we're gonna probably talk about that if we have time. But yeah, I was early on all this stuff.
Wow.
And I love these opportunities to say that because I was early on all this. I was early on digital music because later, fast forward when I got started, I'm putting all my music on the internet, and the technology hadn't caught up to what we were doing back then. Like we were already uploading MP3s. There was no iTunes.
And I'm sure everyone's still chasing that. I got to make a hard copy CD.
Yeah, and I'm like, go online and stream to listen to my music. You know what I mean? I'm
easy
writing down a website to go stream my music. When I moved to Minnesota, I'm like passing out a website or something to go stream me, or we figured out burning CDs and all that. But
using that
there was times where, I was hitting them with the physical and the online. This is all before... We talking like 2005, 2004, 2003. So.
And when did you move to Minnesota?
2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so did you have any music out before you moved to Minnesota, or was it?
No, I was still working on that first album, because after I made that first song, I just kept going and working with that producer that put me on, and then also like coming on the internet, getting beats. Again, doing that early, doing that before... Wasn't no beat stars back then.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It was like the Wild Wild West back then because they hadn't figured the business out. That's why it's kind of cool to see a beat stars, see people getting paid, seeing the legal part get taken care of. I come from it so early, and I'm a businessman too, especially in the music business. So it's cool to see producers get paid,
get the appreciation for it, not just how many downloads.
And it's cool to see SoundClick still going and producers still got their beats on SoundClick, because that's what we use mainly amongst other sites. But yeah, so this was around that time.
That's cool. And what brought you to Minnesota? Was it a music opportunity or?
No, I went to school in Mississippi, and that didn't work out. And I came home. I wound up losing my job in Illinois. Ooh. And one of the guys had moved up here after high school, so he already was up here. And we was like, "You live in Minnesota?" Even though it ain't that far, but to us, it seemed like a foreign land. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's when Randy Moss was lit, and KG from here, but he up there, But that's it. That's all like we knew about it, So he was up here, and I came to visit, and I had like lost my job, and I wasn't working or anything, so I ain't had nothing better to do. And I was just like, "Hey, man, I want to go try to get a job. I'm going to try to go back to work for Caterpillar. They got some money. So if that works out, I'm good. But if that don't work out, come get me. I'm moving to Minnesota. Like, I have nothing going on down there."
Oh, my God.
And that's what wound up happening. And then I just hit the ground running ever since. So I had to, like, build my music career up here because I had just started making music. So
And how did you go about that? Because we know you as like the leader of Ill County Music Group or whatever nowadays. Did you start more? Because you already had that connection with like fledgling record label in Chicago. So you kind of saw how that was going
them are like,
moving.
Yeah, them are like my best friends. So that just kind of came about from like not having no control over my music, and I wasn't putting the money up, and not being able to get in the studio when I wanted, and just being really hungry. And I'm a Leo. I'm a natural born leader, and I was just like, you're gonna have to kind of, if you can't be a good soldier and get in line, you're gonna have to do it yourself. So that's where the whole Ill County thing came from, and just switching to like bossing up and just doing it myself. And so all that happened around like the same time. But the vision all along was to like have my own record label and all of that, which Ill County is not officially yet. We're more like a production company, if you will, just like a space for artists to develop, a space for me to do artist management.
So like an A&R firm, or I don't even know what.
It would just be a production company with just different arms. So we got like, we do indie concerts. We produce indie concerts, indie music concerts. We do artist management. We do artist development. And that's like the three prongs. And then I don't promote it enough, but I do music consulting too. So people hire me from that if I'm blessed enough to get hired. But I kind of keep that kind of just in the back, just when it's needed, if people really need the help, or it's something I could offer in lieu of managing somebody if I got too many clients, you know what I mean? Because it can't be everywhere at once. It only got but so much support. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask in regards to delegation, in regards to leadership, what advice do you have for artists who, might see their friends' talents, but someone needs to take charge and, get them into shape? Do you have any advice for someone who, from the jump, to take that jump off point?
For the artist or for the friend?
For any artist trying to get motivated.
Trying to get motivated?
Do you have any advice?
Well, I mean, it's more like a spiritual answer. What I'm saying these days is just stop for a second, take a beat, and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Like, if you love it and you just really would do it anyway, then like, okay, you want to like, that's your answer, and then you kind of let that motivate you, and then approach it with that hunger and vigor. But if you find that your motivations aren't the correct motivations, I would recommend you not do this, because there's too many hills and valleys. It's too unpredictable. And I always say the only thing that's gonna get you through is your love for it. Like y'all just told me y'all ain't really been outside. Y'all been in the editing bay because you love it. You probably ain't. I mean, I just told y'all when I pulled up, I ain't really did nothing this summer because I love this. I've been doing this all summer. Right. I don't wanna go out on Lake Minnetonka right now. I'm trying to get this music out and this content out. I'll do that to celebrate my hard work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Then it'll be more fun on the lake.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the people that go on the lake. I don't.
Because it looks like fun. It does.
Yeah, no, y'all having a blast, and I don't. We talking about me. It's my.
But you would just be thinking about the work you have to do.
Right. I wouldn't even be present. Right. I would be, because I really love this. And I just recently saw an attorney doing an interview online, and she was like, "Man, we work so hard." She's like, "I work 7 days." She's like, "But I really love it. I love the law, and I love my clients, and I love my mission as an attorney."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you could easily just be talking about music. That's exactly how I feel about music. It's long hours, and sometimes my relationships in my life fray as a result. I can't be everywhere, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing. You know what I mean? So, because at first this is all I have. I'm blessed to have more things now, but it started with only having this, and yeah, it makes life worth living. So I would just say that to those people. And then like after that, it's just kind of like, if you are blessed to have some people around you that love it like you, try to get them to work with you or help you, or, get them some equity or make it worth their while, or pay them out your pocket if you can, but make it worth their while for them to join your team. Because you could either get people that you got relationships with that love it like you and y'all all come up together, or you could just like hire a guy like me that got a little bit of know-how, and that'll help you too. So, but just pick one of those paths though. But it should start with the love.
Right.
Because that's what's going to get you through.
Exactly. No, words of wisdom.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We've got a note on the press release you sent over to us.
Okay.
That you were doing music from 2002 to 2009 when Truth or Consequences came out, but that's the first commercial release.
Yeah.
Is Truth or Consequences. It also mentioned that you were performing before 2009.
Yes.
Is that at venues here in Minnesota?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That's why it's good y'all opened up with those questions to tell that story, that timeline. So yeah, I moved up here in 2003, kind of just hitting the ground running, like recording and what's some of those venues I used to perform at the Blue Now open mic all the time on Tuesdays. Yeah, that's how I made my bones. I performed at Daddy Rocks, which is now probably, I think now it's just like a country bar or something.
Yeah, I've never
It's
heard of
across the
that
street
one.
from Fine Line. You know,
Okay.
that always changes
Mm.
names and owners. But at the
mean,
current time, back then, it was called Daddy Rocks. They had like a talent show or something that I clearly won, and they gave it to somebody else one week. But where else did I perform? I performed everywhere. I performed at a talent show out there in Brooklyn Center at some big theater out there. Got another talent show that they robbed me on, and they had to like come to circle back to me and name me the winner after the fact. But that was huge. I remember being so many people in there. It was like a big theater.
And
I'm just trying to fill in 02
those-
to 09. So many performances, man. What's some other big ones?
But honing in that stagecraft.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I performed at Nomad World Pub. I was telling y'all before we started recording that I used to work with Demo and Stephen McLennan. So I played some of their shows. That was I think it was a Pan-African festival. I don't know. That's coming back to me now. So many shows. I used to keep track of all my shows, but that's like on an old computer somewhere.
And it sounds
Because you should. I tell artists that too. You definitely want to write down every show you ever did. Somebody might ask you this
biography.
question. Yeah,
You're gonna need that.
Yeah,
Fans want to know.
and you just you got like an artist resume too.
Yep.
You never know when you're doing business with brands or
Right.
or like organizations or if you asking for money and you need to tell your
Have
story.
that CV ready.
You want to have you want to have that CV ready. So
And has performing always been something that you knew you want to do along with your music career? Because I know there's some artists who are like,
yeah.
being a recording artist
Is
is
enough
really
for me.
what I wanted to do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I always was a kid that liked attention and like when I get to dance for my family and they all like laughing and clapping for me. I always got like pleasure out of that. I wasn't a kid that always did that kind of stuff, but I had my opportunities. Like I would be in plays at school or even like I think senior or junior year I took drama.
Oh,
We did a
whoa.
play.
Sorry to interrupt you. We got to take a quick break. We're
yeah.
sitting down with Twain here on DogStar. Follow him on Instagram at TwainLo, TWAINLO. Follow us at DogStar Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, baby. We'll be right back. Bow wow. Bow wow. Bow wow. Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with Twain, Shorty Polo.
Yeah, love it.
In the building, learn about your journey before Minnesota, and then you got to Minnesota. Was your friend who was out here also doing music, or did you have to kind of like make all the new connections at these shows?
I had to make all the new connections.
Oh
at
my
these
gosh.
shows. Start from scratch, from nothing.
And then, so networking, meeting people, or what was that like? Were you comfortable talking to people right after you performed or before you performed?
Yeah, I mean, I was so hungry, still am hungry. Yeah, I had to. Had to build community, had to ingratiate myself to the Twin Cities. I mean, and it's kind of like the same approach even today. It's like, gotta like talk to people and introduce yourself. I mean, I'm way more comfortable now, I guess, because I got like some experience to lean on, but I don't walk in no room thinking, oh, they know who I am. And then it's people that will let me know that they don't know who I am. So like, and ain't afraid to tell me. Like, even if I was cocky about it, it would humble me quick. So good thing I'm not, because let me know. But yeah, man, no, I was just getting out there hungry. Who is a recording engineer? Who are some cool artists I could be a fan of and maybe potentially work with, et cetera, et cetera. So that was kind of like me just pounding the pavement every day, kind of like that, yeah.
And then who were your like first connections or like the connections that lasted throughout that time?
Man, shout out to Beasley from St. Paul. Him and his man, they had a business partnership at the time and I was recording at their studio. got a very important early beat from Beasley that I bought from him.
Oh,
Other
wow.
partnership, but me and him built a relationship, and we still super cool to this day. Good dude too, man. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
Like he done had me in his home around his family. You know, that's different when somebody how you
The
around
personal
people.
life,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like just, you know, it's levels to being cool with somebody. So, and he always show love and support. But that was like the earliest connection I can remember. For some reason, probably because I just came from out there, but Taylor Sound and video now, but Taylor Sound was the first studio, I would say real studio that wasn't like a rap record label.
Yeah.
Like, cause once I found Taylor Sound in North Minneapolis, I was off to the races. Like, they had a whole roster of recording engineers.
Whoa.
I met my longtime engineer, which is still answering your question, Paul Shanafelt from that whole crew. And he was like third string recording engineer. So he would fill in
the late night
you know,
hours.
he would fill in like when first and second string couldn't do it.
Right.
And like now he pretty much family to me. Like that's my brother from another. And he's been my recording engineer for almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? As well as he does other work with us. But like, so like the owner is Perry. So Perry and Taylor Sound, and then his roster of engineers, Paul Shanafelt, their relationship came out of that. He's like, you know, a lot of rappers got their own recording engineer. And that's my, don't get me wrong, I work with other people, but that's my guy that I take with me anywhere I go and I trust with everything. So who else? Chantel Sings, obviously. Me and her met and started doing music together. I don't know. I'll stop there. But yeah, those are some of those early ones.
And I wanted to ask, you probably ran into, or at least tried working with people that didn't end up being these long-term connections. How do you know when a relationship like that's just not working? Or
good question. I don't know. I guess how, like going off feeling, like how it feels. I don't know. For some reason, I would rather answer that this way. Like recently, I just learned like just boundaries. Like I just said about Beasley, like having me in his home. You know what I mean? Like as old as I am, you know, I ain't perfect. Like I don't know it all. And I'm a pretty wise guy, but like I had to like relearn boundaries. Like just because we make music together, I mean we friends. And just because we got a great rapport in the studio and on stage, like if I never, and it don't even mean it as a bad thing. It's if it just naturally occurs to where we never been around each other's family or we'll never hang out outside the studio, maybe we're not friends. We probably just collaborators, you know, or we're probably just contemporaries.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Which
again,
isn't, no, it's not a
especially for the
bad thing at all.
arts,
Just use the right word.
Right.
You know, he's quickly use that F word, friend, but it's like, that's just really just a peer, or that's really just a collaborator or a contemporary. So it's kind of like that. Like it's like a feeling thing, and it'll just organically happen. Like we land up where we supposed to be with the tribe we supposed to have. You know what I mean? But me personally, I'm just always open-minded, always looking for new connections to make. I might meet my new favorite artist. Might meet my next business partner. Might do music with somebody and collab with them. That's gonna be magic. Maybe the best music I ever made might be right around the corner, and I can't be scared to meet people. It might stop me from doing that. So I got to keep my eyes open and just be open to it, and you know, like how I met y'all. So that kind of thing. At least that's how I live by it. You know.
We're talking about some of these early collaborators.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Truth or Consequences, October 2009.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how that project came to fruition? Because I mean, looking at the timeline, this comes before the digital music popularity of single. So did you initially think of, I want to make a project and that's going to be the first big thing? Or how did that journey go?
Yeah, we technically, Truth or Consequences is my fourth album.
Oh.
Because, you know, that period we was talking about, I was releasing music, uploading online, that kind of thing, burning CDs. So I was always working. Like I said, I started going to Taylor Sound. So it was on when I discovered that studio. But yeah, it was a project I knew I wanted to make from the very beginning. When I started, I knew I wanted to do something real artsy and artistic and real autobiographical. But I was like, you know, we'll get to that later down the line. I'm glad because I had built some relationships, had my own producers by the time that came around. So I had my own guys to make the beats and all of that. And that was, from the idea of it to release, was a good 6-7 year period. So in that time frame, I got to make those relationships, and have everything in play to even get the album done. So yeah, and like I was telling y'all, that was like just dropping it, putting it up on SoundClick. You could purchase it there, you could stream it there. And discovering this thing called TuneCore, this is the new hot thing that somebody pulled my coattails and told me about. You can get on iTunes. So, 'cause before that, it was just real guerrilla. So, and that was just like a new frontier. So yeah, it took me about 2 years to do that album, and it was like a labor of love. Very, very deeply personal music. It took a lot out of me, but I got it out. And I always thought it was funny that the first big commercial release was so like deeply personal and artistic.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like made to be all commercial or, but that's just ironically how it worked out. So
yeah, is music still really therapeutic for you, or is it?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Making that album though, it did kind of change my outlook on it, because I was very mindful of like how I felt, like that emotional purge afterwards. It was comfortable and very uncomfortable too. So it's just like, okay, it's cool that you want to make stuff, you want to make the personal stuff. You just gotta be careful, like, you
putting all your business out there.
just putting all your business out there and just really cutting yourself up, and like it let me know like how deep it could get and how it can get a little scary and blow back on you.
Yeah.
So, and then the thing about when you're being personal, it's like you got those artists on the one hand, hey, like, I don't care, man, it's my life, it's my story, it's my truth. I'm telling it all. But it's other players in the play and other actors in your life story. And you got those relationships. If I talk about my family, those are real people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm putting them out there too, and their business out there too. And you got those artists on the one hand that don't care, like it's my truth. And you got the artists on the other hand, and I'm kind of like more leaning toward this side. Like, yeah, it's my truth, but I want to be respectful of my family and my friends and even my girlfriends,
Right.
even, because I'm definitely down to make a song about my girl. But yeah, it's
That
like
balance.
It's like that balance, but at the same time, I want to tell the truth, and I want to get free for me. And then I want the listeners, if I'm telling their story or something they can relate to, I want them to have that. Or if they, like I always say, if they just entertained by it, I want them to have that. So yeah, it's like a juggling thing. So I still make personal music. I haven't reached those levels yet though. And I don't really feel like I need to. I did it already, True Consequences was that. So
I mean, what advice would you or do you give to artists about being that personal? Are you like, maybe not yet?
Rule of thumb, I don't tell nobody what to make their music about. It's just freedom of speech, freedom of artistic expression. Like, I don't know, just tell the truth. I mean, do what works for you. I mean, people get it mixed up. Like, I hate the name drop, but you got like artists like Nelly, artists like MC Hammer. These dudes is like real gangsters, real street dudes, but y'all don't know that because y'all know the music they put out. Those guys choose not to tell their life story. And I think that's cool too.
Right.
It all has its place. Like, we could turn those artists on and have a lot of fun because they make fun, upbeat, light music. Like, that ain't how they was living though.
No.
Or maybe that was only a part of how they was living. You know what I mean? And a lot of people the average person don't even know that about those two guys because it's all art. You know what I mean? And they like, we're not bringing that. We don't want to. And typically the people that really lived it don't really want to get into it like that. So yeah, but that's not even just for like street music. It's all kinds of music. It's people that take on personas and they make, like a Lady Gaga, take on a persona and then they do that, and I think that's really cool. So it's really like, what do you want to make? So I kind of just stay away from that. I'm the guy that, if I'm a listener, I'm just going to be a listener of it. Or if I'm working with you, I'm going to help you work it. You know what I mean? But you choose what you make music about, So I just want to hear it all because that's the beauty of being human. Like, it's so many stories to tell. You know what I mean? So I just want to hear it all. Let me go get in the world I know nothing about.
Right.
And like,
Discover
are
something
you
new.
talented and gifted enough to tell it to me in a cool way that I want to listen to it? That kind of thing. So
And so, yeah, you dropped that project in 2009, and then obviously you had experience putting projects together,
Yeah.
had experience, developing your own craft to a level where you felt like this is the project. Is this around the same time that you started helping other artists?
Not yet. There was a 5-year period after that. I had like a
Mhm.
really bad writer's block, so I was just uninspired. I couldn't really get anything. I had like an idea for an album that I couldn't do. I think I dropped like a little mixtape. I had a manager and we threw like a mixtape out there with some previously released stuff. Threw a couple new tracks on there, but that was like kind of under the radar, just on that piff. Tried to promote it a little bit, but I was just really uninspired, couldn't really write anything. So I was just kind of living life between '09 and 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And I did get an EP done, The Cost of Living.
Mhm.
I had to front at the time and be happy and excited about it, but like it wasn't my best foot forward because it was kind of cobbling together some music and like the little songs I did write. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I'm always proud of what I put out. I wouldn't put it out to y'all, but that was a weird period. But it was the year after that when I dropped The Gift of Discovery, which I created fresh from scratch. Got it done in like 13 months with content, all of that. True artistic expression. The rhymes was flowing like normal. The songs writing was there. You know what I mean?
What unstopped the block? What was the...
I don't know. Maybe just getting back out there. I don't know. I mean, it was a lot of upheaval in my life, but I was inspired. And yeah, it showed in the work. So like, those were like twin EPs I dropped. And around that time is when I started having the revelation, like, I think I even tweeted it at the time. I got to go find that old tweet out because I want to reshare it again. But I think I tweeted something like, what's next for me? I spent all this time making my own music. The next frontier for me is to help people with theirs. It was something like that, trying to make it all like poetic sound.
Yeah.
It was very poetic, whatever I really said, but it was something like that. And I always go back because that was the moment. And then, that's kind of, you could say what I'm known for now. So, but that was that moment and that was around that time.
Wow.
So,
yeah, one of the many, many hats that you wear.
yeah, because before that, it was just recording artists. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always had artists.
Right.
Always had artists, but under me and, and so y'all, I'm not really necessarily, them was earlier days, but like I bring that experience to this and man, it's just all there for us now, man. It's easy to package yourself up and brand yourself to where a DogStar will know you and be able to ask you these kind of questions. In those olden days, it wasn't as easy, you know what I mean? But now it's easy to just, come on, man, just throw it up on social media, throw it on the internet, you know what I mean? Throw it in a press release, we have all these tools now. And if you know a little something or if you hungry enough and love it enough, you could brand yourself. And that's all I do. So it's easier to tell the story now and really put myself out there.
I mean, you're always putting in business terms like CV or like branding yourself.
Yeah.
These are concepts that somebody who's writing their first song like might not even be thinking about.
Right.
How do you get an artist in the mindset from just like, I want to have my song idea sound good to where like, if you want to pursue this, you need to X, Y, and Z?
Well, I love that you're right. The average artist writing their first song ain't thinking about that. And I love that. They shouldn't be. They should, because they're two separate processes. You got the creative, you should be locked in on the creative and what inspires you. And then you finish that and then you set that on the table. So now we have a product to sell. You know what I mean? And even if you don't see it as like commerce, but it's still commerce because like the moment you upload a song on SoundCloud, you are now in business with SoundCloud. And they're a business. So it's kind of like that. And it's just like, who are you making the song for? Who is your listener? Who do you want listening to it? Like, who are you speaking to? We just need to get it in front of them. They're all the words are interchangeable. You can use different words that don't sound as nasty to you. A lot of people, they cringe at branding and marketing and all that, or promotion, it sounds too capitalistic. Okay, but like we still gotta promote the music and we still gotta get it to where it belongs. So whatever you want to call it, we just got to find the home for it, So it's just that kind of thing. And yeah, I But my personal belief is, yes, every artist should think of themselves as a brand and be interested in that and want to learn about it, and or find someone like me who does it and will help you with that, or package that up for you, or find people better than me that'll package it up for you. Because again, it's like you're just telling a story, and you got to package this thing up for people to find your audience and just to get it, the art how you intend it. And you want to collaborate with people and get ideas, just find things you would have never thought of that are perfect for you. They just sitting out there. You got to get out there and talk to people. And but you can't just make songs in your bedroom and then just listen to them. Like, unless that's what you truly want to do, you're going to have a peaceful life if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but deep down, you want somebody to hear it. And then that's when you going into business for yourself. The moment you make that choice, whether we like it or not, the moment we leave that enclosed space with the music, you are now in business with it. So you might as well protect it. You might as well brand it. And, you might as well give it the best foot forward you can.
Follow Twain at Twain Low on Instagram. Follow us at DogStar Podcast. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Oh, man.
Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with the mastermind, Twain.
Midwest Mayor himself. Working our way through his discography and really excited about what's on the horizon.
Yeah.
Something coming up this year. At least that's what your representatives told us.
What more can you tell us?
Yeah, man. We got the Love Triangle project dropping this year. I can officially say that here on DogStar Podcast.
Oh, exclusive.
Finally. Oh, my God.
What do we got? Love songs? Love Triangle, the whole drama concept album? What's happening?
No. And the lead single, New and You, doesn't help that because I got everybody thinking it's about a love triangle. No, so I can exclusively tell y'all, called the Love Triangle because it's just 3 songs. And it's the Love Triangle project is situations I find myself in with women. So we're kind of just leaving the path and just doing something kind of special, stepping in the creative chamber.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got inspired to do the idea. It might have been because I got like a history of like, maybe I always got like one song about relationships on every project.
Yeah.
So, and I know relationships fascinate me. That might be how I got here, but somehow I got here where I wanted to do this. And I knew it was because, too, people, that attention span just ain't there. So it's like, I didn't want to give them a lot of music. So I was just like 3 songs, a triangle, love triangle, that kind of thing. But then I guess like just to make it artistic, I could just say like 3 moods or 3 themes or 3, what does the triangle represent? Like some woo-woo, whatever. But yeah, I exclusively let y'all know it's 3 songs, situations I find myself in with women is dropping this year for sure.
This year.
Oh, that is so exciting.
Working very hard to get it to y'all as soon as possible.
And how has your like what are you getting ready for this rollout that you've learned over the years that now you think is like a must-have when you drop something?
Man, stand on their throat. Like right now, like I just came back from Los Angeles. I was nominated for a HIM Award for 3rd year in a row. HIM Awards only been around 3 years, the Hollywood Independent Music Awards. So I consider that the start of the campaign, walking the red carpet. I didn't get to win. And the only reason why New and You came out so early, because I don't know when I would have dropped New and You, but I wouldn't have let it go. But I got nominated for the first ever HIM Awards back in 2023. So I'm like, I want to drop a song on the red carpet.
Season.
And I had New and You, which I knew was a hit record in the tuck. I said, fuck it, we gonna let New and You go. Like, I got this huge platform in LA. Like, let's drop new music while we out there. And I was out there doing the press junket, like, hey, I got new music out too. So I would have held that song a little longer.
Right.
So that's another reason why I'm looking crazy out here, because I had to let that go when I had that award platform. But otherwise, I would have held in the tuck just maybe a little bit closer for the rollout. But yeah, keeping what I learned though, keep my arms around their neck. My hands around their neck. I'm sorry, because I want all eyes on me for the rollout and all the content and all the new music, and we're gonna do some special things. I'm gonna try to find a way to give a little bit more music with the 3 songs, so it ain't just we waited this long for it, need a little bit more. But I got some tricks up my sleeve. Y'all know how I do, so I got some tricks up my sleeve.
Exactly.
And I learned just to. But all I mean is like keeping the attention on me when I say hands around their throat. Like, so I came to DogStar after I leave here, I'm gonna do some more stuff and
Let's go.
just start dipping in the magician bag. So yeah, I really want to stay in their face now. Really want to get outside and see real human beings and touch the people,
Yes.
as well as get online and get the brand everywhere and get the love triangle in everybody's face. So get everybody familiar with it, give them good music they can enjoy, but also sell myself, because we're now in the business of you selling yourself. And it's like, oh yeah, I do music. I would prefer you checked out my music.
Yeah.
I had to just learn with the evolution of the game, like people really just buy into you, which it ain't no evolution. It's always been that way. But like I had to get comfortable with just truly putting myself out there. And I know I might not occur that way, but like I'm a true artist. I would rather you just go press play on my music. You know what I mean? Like I like attention. I'm a Leo. I love attention, but I don't need it that much, So, but like now I had to understand I'm just going to lead with me and just play up all my strengths and really just stay active out here and just do it for the culture, because we need active, defending champion rappers out here and musicians out here.
Absolutely.
That's going fighting champions. It's easy to make a fight with. That's not hiding and ducking. So
keep that belt. Hold on.
Keep that belt. I got the belt on my shoulder.
Champion.
And I'm not ducking no smoke. Like I ain't trying to play no games to weasel out of a championship bout. None of that. Nah. So yeah, y'all gonna see me. I'm outside.
Oh, that's really, really exciting.
Yeah.
So we got 2 tracks we're about to play after this interview.
Yeah.
We've got Joliet, and then we've got New and You, which is the single you were just talking about. Tell the people a little bit something about Joliet, featuring Cryburn and produced by Luke O.
Yeah, shout out to Luke O. That's my music partner. He been producing my music from the start. He's from Southwest PA. That make it special that he produced Joliet and brought him out to Joliet and everything. And that's my guy. But
got a little taste.
Yeah, Joliet is, in my shows I'm always say on stage, it means a lot to me. Might be the most important song I ever made. I don't know, hyperbole, but it just did 10,000 organic streams worldwide a couple weeks ago. So I announced that online. So that's
congrats.
I think streaming wise, the biggest record I ever had. And it's all organic. We didn't pay for any promotion.
I love that.
Haven't spent one dime.
Might
spend a dime now, but
Yeah.
I got the 10K organic first.
Yeah.
So I'm about to order me a plaque and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no fake bots, none of that.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, man, it's just about my hometown and the complicated relationship I got with my hometown. Showing it love and also like my feelings, like, just this space I'm in.
Right.
But it's still an ode and a love song where I'm from. It's just got that hint of darkness on it.
Yeah. I think we all have a complicated relationship with our home. Or any artist, I should say, has a complicated relationship
Yeah, humans,
with their
we
hometown,
have
right?
issues with our origins.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just a human thing. Yeah, family or origin issues, that kind of thing. So it's like, kind of like that. It was the city though. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And the second track, like we were saying, that you represent us as New and You, teaming back up with Jay Gemini again.
Yeah, my guy, that's my guy, my songwriting partner, man. That's his song. We just I was putting it. Love Triangle is gonna have a certain sound, and man, I just really hope the ladies enjoy it. I hope the fellas enjoy it. It's just like musically something I wanted, and I was looking for that kind of music. And when I found the track for New and You, I sent Shay that and some other pieces of music, and he came back with the New and You idea, and I was just like, oh. This is what we're doing. But it's fine. I do have my thoughts about like non-monogamy, and that is like a topic of the day online too. There's a lot of people talking about relationships, and there are new ideas around monogamy, and I think it's healthy that people talking about it. It get a little gross sometimes, a little.
I mean, it's sensational.
Yeah, it get a little sensational sometimes. I ain't really talking about that part of it, but at the same time, I do love that people talking about it.
Being honest.
Open dialogue.
Yeah, open dialogue. Like whether you agree or not, it's just good to have it, right? And it's good to talk about tradition. Nobody's wrong in my personal opinion. It's whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be cool since he had that idea. Like, well, I'll speak on my thoughts on it. Like, do a little bit of storytelling and like maybe like a hint of graphical speak, but
Peppered
like
in there.
yeah, but just like a little bit of fiction too. So yeah, and man, we made a hit. It did well. It was in rotation on KMOJ.
Yeah.
Getting played in the morning. mid-morning,
Kick the
afternoon
day off
drive.
right.
Yeah, and if you know anything about the business, on radio airplay, them is the times you want.
Because that's when people are listening.
Yeah, you want the moms taking their kids to school. You want the earlier the better. So that was huge. It got nominated for a Hollywood Independent Music Award too. So really proud of that song. By far the most radio airplay I ever got. Like when we check the stats, it's constantly getting played everywhere. So yeah.
And teamed up with content creator Rob Schmall to make that awesome lyric video as well. If you haven't checked that out.
Y'all know Rob?
Yeah.
The video.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The New and You breakdown.
Yeah, the lyric breakdown.
So cool.
Thank you for checking that out. Yeah, man, we've been making those, again, just trying to promote myself. And I'm a big on songwriting. I love being a songwriter. I love being a lyricist. So I think it's cool to sit down and break the lyrics down. And, I just make my own genius since I can't go up to genius yet. So it's better, too, because I own my masters, so I can actually use my music.
Oh,
so
that's perfect.
If you go up to genius, you can't use the music. So that's why they don't
I
ever
didn't
do their
even
music.
think about that.
Yeah, that's why they don't ever have the music.
Wow.
Because it's a whole, the rights holder thing. But when you own your masters, you can do what you want to do.
We'll have to talk about that on part 2.
Yeah, we'll have to have you teach a class or something.
Hey, that's a good idea.
I haven't tried that before.
Share some more knowledge. Yeah, we've only
somebody invite me if you got something already in play. Yeah, I don't want to build nothing from scratch, so I ain't moved to do that. I mean, I'll come speak for sure.
Before we go, I wanted to ask you about Conscious Fest here in a few days.
Yeah. I'm performing at Conscious Fest. Shout out to DJ Cam Jones. He invited me to come out. Again, I just did Pimento show.
Yeah. Birthday bash.
Yeah, his birthday bash. Thank you. His birthday bash. But he invited me to come right back out, and it's about the bars and the heads and the backpackers and the boom bap. And I am none of those things and all of those things. It's very weird. So I'm like, but I'm a fit though. So I'm like, let me bring my flavor to that. So it's going to be fun. And I will be ending the show with Joliet. So I'll get at him. So I can't wait. I can't wait. So we'll be there. Pimento, Uptown, Minneapolis, Sunday, August 31st. Conscious Fest is for the head. So if you love lyrics and boom bap and backpack rap, show up. And shout out to Cam for doing it. This is a dope idea.
Genius idea.
Yeah, no pyramids and hieroglyphics for me, though. But I got some bars, though.
Okay.
I definitely got some bars.
We got about 1 minute left. What do you do to prepare for a show? Are you riding in the car listening to it? Are you pacing in front of a mirror?
I just, making sure the wardrobe and the styling is decent and getting them rehearsal reps in and just designing the set list properly. Really keeping the audience in mind and what story do I want to tell through my songs, because I got so many, been doing it so long. So yeah, just being a real professional about it. That's my approach. And having fun. Gotta have fun.
We really appreciate you having fun, sharing your story with us and with fans, joining us here on DogStar. It's been a long time coming. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for having me. It's always fun to come do this with y'all, and I love the platform. So
pleasure's all ours.
That means a lot, yeah.
For sure.
You're about to hear Joliet and New and You featuring Jay Gemini here on DogStar. Make sure you follow Twain at TwainLow on Instagram. Follow us at DogStar Podcast on Instagram.
And shout out to Karaya on Joliet.
Yes, thank you so much.
Go and Who on the Track.
And Who on the Track.
Yeah, the producer.
Smash that subscribe button. Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it.
My feet was planted before I ever transplanted. Had to chase the money, but was able to stand it. The baby me arrived in 83. See, I got out alive, nothing you can say to me. Yeah, I've been in some beef, survived by the skin of my teeth. This is an old anxiety overload, yeah. J-Town, the home base, where we catch you and slide down on you like home plate. It was that real, facts. Got they caps peeled. We all on the move to prove we that deal. Running with my boys from Illinois, poised to block out the noise. Press Harley, more Garvey than Du Bois. Dark cloud overlaps, perhaps, or what's worse, it could just be a curse. Really, it was that gritty. Now the growth with the knowing that I'm really the one. I owe it all to the city I'm from. You made me.
I appreciate you cause you really helped make me. Help me learn to be strong and let nothing break me. Never knew all the places that you would help take me.
God better know that, damn it. Gratitude to the seasons. Made me bigger than know me be the man that I am.
Emotions in check, play the game. Emotion with the tech, moisturize with the lotion on deck. Will a mode I won't respect. For any who ain't noticed me yet, it's a lot of niggas die for this, whether it mattered or not. Very few got the swagger we got. My drip is crispy, whatever else is risky. Can respect women with no illusion. And if I don't know you, then it's no confusion. It's hard to stay here. Sharks and snakes near. Frogs will break here. My dogs will stay near unless I sick them. It's not where you from, it's where you sit. And I can promise what you manifest is what you get. Though it occur like a lecture, here's the architecture. Now I surmise all the ties with my guys and reminisce how it was silly and fun. In the city I'm from, it gets gritty, you're done. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you cause you really helped make me. Help me learn to be strong and let nothing break me. Never knew all the places that you would help take me.
God better know that, damn it. Gratitude to the seasons. Made me bigger than know me be the man that I am.
I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the middle of something new in you. I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the middle of something new in you. What do? I can't let go. How do I play this? Can't let it show. Whoa, I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the middle of something new in you. What do I do? I like a style, feeling a swag. Yeah, she made me laugh, she could throw it back. A real woman in the streets, and she only get that good loving to me. The way she climb on top, riding non-stop, leave her drained, beat it out the frame. My run and get this chick my last name. Wait a minute, what was I saying? Sensei, she made me go crazy. Do anything for her cause she my baby. Ain't playing no games about her, try to come for me, she got me, she my rider. I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the middle of something new in you. I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the middle of something new in you. What do? I can't let go. How do I play this? Can't let it show. Whoa, I'm caught in the middle, caught in the middle of something new in you. What do I do? What do I do?
Familiarity didn't breed contempt. I like her on her own, stand alone. She could stand alone. She like how I'm chasing gramophones, but if she thinking that you out the picture, she wrong. Cause you my bottom. We done been through a lot of and I'm loving this. We ain't gotta quit. No comparison, just contrasting. You and me swagging. It's everlasting. It's compassion. Our sex is passion. Who says you gotta lose? Who said I gotta choose? Don't be insecure, chin up, walk with confidence. We keep it real with each other, this the consequence.
I'm caught in the middle, I'm caught in the middle of something new in you. I'm caught in the middle,
That's just how
I'm
it
caught
is.
in